Hi, my name is Otis Maven. I'm a part of the Durham Principal Leadership Academy. And if I could describe my experience into one word, I will use the word provoking. This has been probably the most emotionally provoking, thought-provoking experience in my entire life. It's very intense, but it's a good intense because it's calls for me to step outside of my comfort zone and think about things from multiple levels. We had the experience of going to DC, where we were able to think about educational policies and why they're made and how they're made. And some of my major takeaways from that particular experience was this: that as a future instructional leader within my building, that I have a voice, that if I understand how policies are made and how policies work, I can use that either as a shield or as a sword to drive forward my instructional vision for my school. And I thought that was a very powerful takeaway. And not only on top of that, we went to Ron Clark Academy, which I thought was the most incredible experience ever. And we saw firsthand the power of intentional procedures and also intentional relationships, and how that builds such high energy, high school culture, and a strong school climate within a building. I walked away knowing that, if nothing else, the power of relationships can drive and shape a school building. The coursework has been very intense. The coursework has been very effective, and that has made me very reflective, not only on my instructional practices, but also my personality. The course that we took with Dr. Heaton, where we talked a lot about leadership and servant leadership and transformative leaders. And she talked about the heart of a leader, the mind of a leader, and the spirit of the leader, which I thought was very powerful. And a powerful takeaway that I took from that course was to not take things personal. That, sometimes you have to have those crucial conversations. You have to have those crucial moments. And sometimes your heart can get a little cloudy. And I learned, or what I took away from that, was not to take things personal, but, remember the business of a school, but also not let the business of a school darken or cloud my heart. Because people need to see your heart as a leader. We are definitely walking into school environments where people have to see our heart. They have to know that we care, and that we're invested, and that we have a shared vision of reaching success for all learners within a building. Dr. Mbenga, he was an awesome instructor in that he walked us through what it takes to drive a school. He showed us how data can drive your vision. You can look at data as something dark or this ominous cloud, or you can actually look at data as this opportunity for creative growth within your building. And so the experiences that we had, we were able to take a school and break a school apart and develop what will be our own school vision and our own school plan. And I thought that was a very powerful takeaway, in that it calls for me to look at schools from a whole totally different perspective, especially coming from an elementary level. My experience in that course, I had to break apart a high school. I never thought about high school and all the different components that go within creating a high school culture and vision. And so that was very rewarding for me, because it stretched me to honestly think about how all the key factors, all the pieces work together, even from elementary going all the way to a high school. So I'm just so excited about this experience and what things are ahead, and what we can do and what we will do as future leaders within Durham Public Schools.